It's just within an hour. Video of the drive-by shooting. It wasn't last night. It was the night before last, right? About 10 o'clock. Right. Up in North Philly.
And so this killed 2 people, and a popular rapper and mother died. Yeah. Police are investigating whether the drive-by was an act of revenge and trying to figure out how this happened.
Yeah, what was the motive here? I mean, that's what they're trying to figure out. Steve's over at the Roundhouse.
Well, let's show you the surveillance video, and it's not real clear, but at least it gives you a sense of what the police knew right away, because they saw this just within an hour of the murder, and it's just as Commissioner Ross described it to us yesterday, a silver-looking minivan, not your typical criminal gangbanger vehicle, right? But the reason why maybe is because of the assault rifle. Easy to shoot out of an open side minivan door. And these days, minivans have the sliding doors on both sides. And you can tell by this video, they're shooting out the driver's side door as this hugs Huntington and then goes up 12th Street. So that is close range, folks, with a powerful rifle that is made to kill people from a half mile away sometimes. And when you get hit that quick, that close, you do a lot of damage. And that's why 2 were killed. And everybody said it's a miracle. Everybody in that group wasn't killed. 6 shot, as we told you. The most well-known, General Reese, was his rap name. Avril Davenport, his real name. He was in and out of court and in and out of prison. Just out of prison for a drug case that he pleaded guilty to. He had been found not guilty of a murder back in 2007. Standing with him, Naisha Cooper, a mother of 2. Avril Davenport, General Reese, also a father of 2. So more kids growing up with no parents because of gun violence on the streets of Philly.
It appears at this point at least be 1 driver and there's 1 shooter. So there's someone driving and there's a second person shooting. But as to how many people might be present in the van, it was 1 firearm that was used that we can determine at this point. There was no return fire. No one else in the corner appeared to be armed. Again, the gun violence is a very serious issue for this city and all major cities.
What a year. But hey, at least you still have time to get the Ford vehicle you've always wanted. Now get an Escape with 0% financing for 60 months plus $1,750 cash back or lease for only $179 a month.
A total of 4 suspects have now been charged in the murders of 4 people found dead in a Southwest Philadelphia home. Jalil Porter, Robert Long, Nasir Moss Robertson, and Keith Garner have all been arraigned on murder charges. It was back on November 19th when investigators say 2 men and 2 women were found dead. They had been executed in the basement of their home. Police believe the 2 male victims had found a stash of drugs while they were renovating homes.
All right, peace family out there. I just wanted to start off with the first 2 videos, and I want to just talk to the women today, man. I know a lot of times, you know, when we have conversations and we'll say, you know, stay away from the street dudes or thugs, and a lot of times women will say, I don't date thugs, I don't date street dudes, I don't date this, and I'm calling bullshit. In our community, a lot of women, whether they got education or not, they are still attracted to the hood dude, the street dude, the dude with the swag. That's just you know, it's part of our culture, and it's what the girls like. You know, I'm in my 40s. When I was growing up back in the day, the murder rate was probably double than what it is now during the crack era. But women didn't get killed like that, like they do now. Like a girl might be walking down the street with a guy, and some thugs might run up on him and gun the dude down and don't touch the woman. Or run up on a car and hit the dude in the car. Nowadays, like I tell my daughters, listen, these dudes is gunning women down, they gunning children down, they gunning whoever down. And you know, y'all like them thugs. And I'm one of the guys, man. You know, I always talk about male accountability, but I'm not going for it where you say, oh, I don't date thugs. Yes, you do. And you might even have a square dude, but you fucking with a thug nigga on the side. And I'm telling you. This street shit, I got more videos to show. There is no remorse out here. None. It's just dog eat dog. Everybody's chasing the bag. Nobody cares about anything no more. There's no idea of family. No thought of this woman got children and none of that. None of that. You know, it's kind of crazy because when you look at the statistics from back in the 90s and the 80s, they say, well, damn, look at the murder rate back then. Yeah, the murder rate was high, but that was part of the drug game. But innocent people, civilians, basically was off limits. Like you really didn't fuck with them. You really didn't mess with children. Every now and then a child would get caught in the crossfire, or every now and then you'll hear something like a woman getting shot. But when a woman got killed, man, the police coming to lock everybody up. Not now. Man, every weekend, coming from the club, I'm telling women, when you in the club with these dudes and they buy you drinks, do not walk outside the club with them niggas to the car. You will get shot with them, and I'm gonna prove it to you. Do not be taking rides with these dudes, letting them take you from here to the mall or take you and your kids to drop you off at your auntie house. Don't get in the car with these dudes. Because whatever they got going on, and whatever problems they got, it automatically becomes your problem. There was a girl not too long ago in West Philly, about 8 years back, that met a guy. They exchanged numbers. They talked for a minute. She asked the guy to drop her off 3 blocks down. Man, she got in the car with the guy. Man, some dudes ran up on her, sprayed the car, killed her instantly. He didn't even die. He got hit, but he didn't even die. I'm trying to tell y'all, man. You know, when you in cities, peace, Renaissance woman. When you in cities like Philadelphia, Baltimore, Chicago, places with St. Louis, where in 2018 they still busting guns like this. I mean, we talking about. Hold on, let me show y'all something, man. Let me show y'all something so y'all don't think I'm bullshit. Look at this right here, right? This says December 21st, 2018, right? As of 11:59 a.m., right? So far as 339 homicides, right? That's for 2018. But that was for Friday morning at 12 o'clock. But that Friday, there were 6 more homicides. So now we're at 345. I don't even know what happened Saturday, right? But we're going to get into Friday. Now, last year and the whole year was 315. So we already done eclipsed that, right? These people, where's my other one at? Hold on. Yeah. Where's my other one? Oh man, I didn't keep it. I'll get back to it. I'll go back to it. Because they have we had 339, 1,900 people shot. There's a shooting every 5 hours, right? Here in Philadelphia. They gunning dudes down, they gunning children down. It says that shootings for children 17 and under has jumped 42%. There's 112 children has been shot in the city so far this year under the age of 17. So I'm telling y'all, while you at work or whatever it is you're doing, pay attention to your kids, please. I'm telling you, women, listen, I know the dude got the car. I know you might be attracted to Big Dick Daryl and all that type of stuff. But guess what? They got other shit going on in their life that you don't know about. So now when you creeping over their crib to spend the night and some niggas run up in that joint, you getting killed with it. You getting killed with them. This is what these 2 girls got killed for. Damn commercials keep coming back on. Shit. Never mind, man. This damn thing acting crazy. Let this thing come back in. I want to play this video again because I want this shit to sink in. Because for y'all watching, even if it's not you,
What a year.
even if it's not you, if it's your niece, if it's your daughter, if it's somebody, you got to tell them.
Now get an escape.
Play this video one more time, man.
60 months plus $1,750 cash back or lease for only $179.
See, because listen. Let's do this one more time.
In the murders of 4 people found dead in a Southwest Philadelphia home. Jalil Porter, Robert Long,
These are the dudes getting locked up for,
and Keith Garner have all been arraigned on murder charges. It was back on November 19th when investigators say 2 men and 2 women were found dead.
These 2 women were staying at the house with those guys. They had nothing to do with the drug transaction. They didn't even know those guys. But guess what? Guess what, Renaissance woman, the chocolate goddess? They was at the house at the time when the guys ran up in there. So they got one to the back of the head just like everybody else. Because they was enamored with the thug guy. There's nothing wrong with the nerd dude that's on the bus stop with you on his way to work. That's trying to talk to you every day, but he don't look like the dude. He don't look like Big Dick Daryl, so you don't want to deal with him. Y'all got to get out of that mindset. We have to be, and I mean this wholeheartedly because I come from that thug culture. I've been in trouble for all kinds of shit in my life. So somebody say, well, George, you've been hypocritical. No, I'm not. No, I'm not. At some point, if I know what I've been through in my life, if I know what I put my family through in my life, at some point, you got to want to do better. You got to be no tolerance and no nonsense for the generation coming behind us because these kids are even worse now. These girls was at that house just because they like the fucking guys. A lot of times, you know, young girls, y'all creep, sleep with some dudes and then go home about your business, whatever. I mean, you know, it's all with the younger immaturity. I'm not judging you for that. But they made a critical mistake that cost them their lives. That cost them their lives. I didn't get to the other ones yet. And this stuff is important. The girl where I showed you where this guy, he was a popular rapper, General Reezy. He was shot in the summertime with an AK-47 in his chest in point blank range. But guess what? The girl Naisha was standing next to him, talking to him. When the van drove up in the car and the door slid open, they opened fire with a fully automatic AK-47. Shot 6 people. Killed her and him instantly. But remember, she ain't out gang banging. She not out there gang banging. She out there standing with one of the dudes from the hood that she like. He's a well-known rapper. He getting to $1. She's attracted to that. So she's attracted to him. So she's out there on the corner with him, taking all the risks that he would take. She not knowing that it's some thugs with a fully automatic AK-47 coming down the street to spray. But guess what? She got hit too. You think them Negroes said, hold on for a second, there's a woman out there. That was my era. That era is over with. Dudes might have put the pistol down because they seen women and children. That's been done with. They gun you down first. That's facts. But the sad part is, I could be sitting in a room full of women and say, who like thugs? And all of them say, I don't mess with no thugs. I like a dude with some swag, but I don't mess with no thugs. Yes, y'all do. All of y'all do. That's how they're able to flourish. They're perceived as the alpha male. And I know this for a fact. When you go to jail, they come home, they throw parties for them. We're celebrated. I know because I was. We was all celebrated. But at some point, this culture is going to have to, we're going to have to do away with this culture, man. It says the woman identified by police as Naisha Cooper, 34, also shot in the chest, while 4 men between the ages of 27 and 51 were injured by gunfire, one of whom was reported in critical condition. So they gunned down the 2 young girls in the house. This was in the summertime. The other one was recent. Now, the ones I'm ready to show you now is ones that happened yesterday. The multiple ones that happened yesterday. Down here where I'm from, no, it's a whole ball game, a whole different ball game, family. Baltimore, Philly. There is no mercy out here, man, no more. And these girls is in a strip club, busting it open, getting dollars, looking for the thug, looking for the niggas with the money. Y'all going, getting in the car with them dudes, going to the hotel, the party for $1 and all that type of shit. You don't know if them niggas was in the robbing or doing home invasions. You don't know if them niggas got dudes after them and try to kidnap them. You don't know. I put my family through a lot of bullshit in my years growing up. A whole lot of shit that they had nothing to do with. They had nothing to do with. But they got caught up in my shit. In my shit. Family coming in from work, chilling in the house, and dudes come up in the house and all that type of stuff. Yeah, I've been through all that. 21-year-old daughter when she was 3 was shot. All that. Because of thug shit. That street life. Other people get affected by that, man. But guess what? I still was able to flourish because it was still the girls in the hood, whether educated or not educated, were still attracted to me. But see, when you get older and you become grown and you have adult children, now you start to think about your daughters. Now you start to think about your sons. Now you start thinking about your sons. And now I understand why all the way up until I was 35, my father used to call me. Every day he saw me shooting on the news. He called my phone just to see where I was at or what I was doing. Or call just to see where your sister's at. Just to ask me. Because he knew that I was into so much fuck shit. And this is the stuff that we got to pay attention to, man. We got to pay attention to. Let's get to the other one. Let's get to the most recent ones. Let's play this one. Man, these damn commercials, man. Let's play this. Let's see what the commercial go by.
What a year.
Oh, man, this just happened yesterday. This just happened yesterday. D-Red.
Now get an escape with 0% financing for 60 months plus $17.50 cash back or lease for only $179 a month.
Also new this morning, the search is on for the person who shot a man and a woman in West Kensington. A 31-year-old man was shot in the head in the 3200 block of North 2nd Street around 11:20 last night. The woman, a 33-year-old, was shot in the shoulder. Police took both victims to Temple University Hospital. The man was critical upon arrival. She is stable.
Hold on. It go back is you know, and I got more. It just goes back to what I'm telling you. Like they're not caring. She chilling with the dude. I mean, you know, they out having a conversation, out talking. You're gonna have to, you guys in the chat watching, Miss Chantel, Lisa Askew, all the women in the chat room. Some of the thug homies or thug cousins or thug bro, you want to cut them the fuck off until they change their life. You know, if you got people that's still indulging in home invasions, shootings, running with niggas that's into that type of lifestyle, you got to cut them off. Got to cut them off because that shit will come to your doorstep. It will come to your doorstep. You know, when I was growing up, when I was running the streets. 1 second. Give me 1 second. When I was running the streets, you know, you had cats out there. If they couldn't catch you or get to you, they would kidnap your sister. They would kidnap your mama. They would kidnap your kids from school. And if you did something real treacherous and they couldn't find you, they would just go wait outside the club or the bar and just shoot your sister, shoot your brother, and make you come looking for them. Here in Philadelphia. But this is the same type of shit that's going on, man. But y'all attracted to the thugs and the Pookies and Ray Rays. Listen, I'm a Pookie and Ray Ray. I come from that. That's how I'm qualified to speak on this shit. I know exactly what I'm talking about. I know exactly what I'm talking about. I'm not going to be here long. I just wanted to just drop this message because I got 2 more I'm going to play, but I wanted to drop this message. If you got your daughters and she messing with them street niggas, tell her either, listen, it's hard, but it is what it is. Either leave them niggas alone, don't bring them around, or don't come to my house. Don't come to my house. I got so many horror stories that I can tell you guys about stuff that's going on. That's going on. And you got to vet the dudes you're talking to. I hear you, Lisa Askew, and I respect that. You got to vet the dudes because sometimes you never even know who you talking to. Let me tell you something. I've been with my wife for a long time, right? And my wife knew my sister before I knew that she knew my sister. I used to see my wife in the mornings. This is a true story, right? I used to see my wife in the mornings, and I used to be driving in my truck, and I used to try to talk to her like every other day for like a month straight, and she would never talk to me. She would keep walking, right? So one day I'm at my pop crib, and my sister come to the house, and she come in the crib with my sister. I'm like, what the fuck? So I go and take my sister in the crib. I'm like, yo, you know, I be trying to talk to this girl every day. So long story short, her and my sister have a conversation, and my sister immediately, this is back when I was in the street, my sister immediately tells my wife now, says, listen, if you talk to him, don't get in the car with him. Don't go nowhere with him because of the life that we was living. And the thing was, it wasn't like I was out killing people, just all crazy. But just when you in the game, like out here in Philly, man, listen, it is what it is. All is fair game. And my sister was, at that time, my sister was damn right for saying that. It was times when my sisters and them would be out in clubs and they would say, yo, ain't you George, brother? They'd be like, no, I don't know him. They have to say, you know, at the clubs, no, I don't. And you know, the guys would be like, yes, no, it's cool. I'm his homie. She'd be like, no, I don't know who you talking about. So y'all got to be careful, man. Because our people, we not at a place, man. We not operating in our right state of mind, man. You came in, Richie? Okay, yeah, he ain't coming. We not operating in our natural state of minds, man. We're not operating, even in the 80s, you had women that was being murdered, but for the most part, it was if you seen somebody. For the most part, man, women wasn't getting gunned down like that. Like, there's a lot of women that got chances back then dealing with thugs riding the car in the Benz, and the dudes pull up pull up at the light and gun a dude down, a girl get out the car screaming, running, or they tell the girl to shut up. Not now. Not now, man. It's dangerous. I'm trying to tell you, we got over 1,800 people shot here in the city of Philadelphia, man. 1,800. I mean, like, when you think of those type of numbers, and we got half the population of Chicago. We got 345 homicides. You take a city like Baltimore that has half the population we have, and they had 300 and something homicides. It has to get to a point where when they talk about black men killing each other, black women getting all kinds of abortions with no accountability, we got to get to a point now. We got to start holding each other accountable. Yeah, we know historically what happened to us. Yeah, we know what the system is doing to us. That's all well and good. But if we're going to change this shit, we got to create some standards for each other. We can't accept the Cardi B's. We can't accept the Migos and the 21 Savages. We got to get to a point where we no longer accept this fucking culture. Because if we continue to accept this culture, we're giving birth to children that's going to keep perpetuating the shit that we passed down to them. This shit is nothing new. These kids are perpetuating the behavior that we gave to them. Before it was a Cardi B, it was a Nicki Minaj. Before it was a Nicki Minaj, it was a Lil Kim. Lil Kim had y'all chasing thugs and street niggas and getting fucked in the ass. She told y'all to take it in the bud, dance, what, and all that shit. And y'all was doing it. Chasing the thugs. Biggie and them promoted that type of culture. If we're gonna keep it all we 100, or we gonna be fake about it and say, no, I wasn't partaking in that. Yeah, but you had a baby when you were 17. Yes, you did. We gotta get to a point, man, where we're being honest. Where we're being honest about things, man, and understand when we see these type of behaviors, we actually pass this stuff down to our children, man. We pass this type of behavior, man. When we was tossing it up, Tupac told us to toss it up in the club. Y'all remember that? Akinelli said, put it in your mouth. We was jamming to that, but we was young at that time and we didn't realize what we was putting out into the atmosphere, what we was putting out into the universe, and our little brothers and little sisters was watching that. And they began to create music. We got to look at that. Biggie said, throw your rollies in the sky. We all had our rollies on. And like I said, Lil Kim said, take it in the butt. And everything changed. I'm trying to tell y'all, we got way away from the MC Lyte and Queen Latifah days. We went into the Il Nana days, and Lil Kim. I want some D tonight, eat my coochie right, and all that kind of stuff. And people like Nicki Minaj and them was watching that. And she said, I want to be like that. I want to perpetuate that. I want to be with the thugs. But there's a price to pay that come with that. There's a price to pay. I'm trying to tell you, man. I've been to so many funerals to the point where I got PTSD, man. I've been through so much stuff in my life, been on trial for so much stuff that I give y'all something, and I'll be honest about it. I still sometimes wake up in the middle of the night with nightmares with the shit that I done been through. I still deal with it. I'm good now, married, raising children, got my grandbabies and everything, but this life tried to make me commit suicide twice in my life before. So I know what I'm talking about. This is a deaf culture. Let me give y'all another video. Let me show y'all something else. Watch this. So y'all don't think I'm bullshitting. Let's go here. Let's go here. This happened last night. This guy that got killed right here is actually one of my homegirl's fiance.
What a year. But hey, at least you still have time to get the Ford vehicle you've always wanted. Now get an escape with 0% financing for 60 months plus $1,750 cash back or lease for only $179 a month.
Hideout ends in tragedy. Police say someone shot 2 people after they left a bar in West Philadelphia. Action News has learned one of the victims has died. The shots were fired outside of a bar on the 6200 block of Market Street just after 2 this morning. A 27-year-old man was shot several times in the head. He died. A 37-year-old was shot in the stomach and is listed right now in critical condition. Police are questioning witnesses, but they have not made any arrests so far.
The 37-year-old was the woman. She was shot. Now, hold on. Let's go to this one. Let's go to this one here. This right here don't have audio to it, right? This is a car that was shot up. 3 people were dead. 2 guys got killed, and they also killed the woman. I give you the backstory. This is in North Philly. All this stuff that I'm showing, except for that one, right, happened yesterday. Just in my city. That's how it goes down here. All these shootings and killings and everything, just inner city row houses. If you can see how our cities are when they show you the blocks, we live in places where it's clustered. In a 5-block radius, you might got 20,000 people because of our row houses and the way we're packed together. So when shit go down, they go down bad. Let me pause it for a second. I want to read this. See. It says police are investigating a shooting in North Philadelphia that left a woman and 2 men dead. It happened before 2 p.m. Saturday during the daytime, right? Broad daylight, no rap. You know, they don't care. It is what it is. Talking about on-site shoots. There you go, right there. You got your gun, I got mine. Yeah, let's get them niggas. That's what it's about. 2 p.m. Saturday on the 2100 block of 10th and French Street. The unidentified woman was shot multiple times. So that means that they seen her, and boom, 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 boom. She got to go too. Was shot multiple times and rushed to Temple University Hospital where she was pronounced dead. A 35-year-old man was shot in the head and also taken to Temple where he later died. Police say a second male was found inside the car, pronounced dead at the scene. 2 guns were recovered at the scene, police say. So she's sitting in the car with 2 dudes with guns on them. So whatever they was into, they got crept up on. They got crept up on and got hit. She get hit with them. I feel you, D-Red. It may be smoke screens, but it's something that's happening. And it's something that's happening in everyday life. Right now, it's some black mothers crying because people are dying. And you're right, it's smoke screens for a bigger picture that's happening, but it's still happening nonetheless. And we still have to deal with it. We still have to deal with these situations nonetheless. And it's part of see, the thing is, we can see these shootings, right? We can see these shootings. And when we see them, we get upset and we get emotional based off the killings, right? But it's kind of like when the girl gets shot and she's dead, laying in the car. She's on the street, dead, shot. And the detectives come to do an investigation, and they want to know. They start circling the shells and all these type of things. We gotta find out. We have to get to the root of why these situations are happening, so that way we can begin to stop them from happening. We gotta get past the emotionalism, because right now it's Saturday night. Other people want to be killed tonight, and maybe some other women shot tonight. Because no matter what, when we know, if you live in cities like Houston, Chicago, Philly, you could be outside playing ball, and somebody can come through, shoot with a machine gun, shoot 5 people, kill 2. We'll crowd around the scene. They'll come, they'll tape it out. They'll put sheets over the bodies. They'll get the bodies up, and after a while, we'll go right back to our regular old life like nothing happened. That shit is not normal. The mind ain't supposed to see that kind of shit. So when you live in places like Philadelphia, Baltimore, Chicago, Los Angeles, it's impossible. It's impossible to not have all kinds of fucking issues going on inside your mind. Right. They did. Black women knew what the JBM was about, still ran with them. Right. Because the JBM was part of the culture. See, you got to understand something. The JBM here in Philadelphia came from the same communities that the women came from. They was attracted to those men. But I'm telling the sisters today, we got to get rid of that culture. There's nothing wrong. It's nothing wrong with the brother that live down the street from you that just got a regular old car. That's going to work every day. There's nothing wrong with him. You want Big Dick down with the Benz. Or you're messing around with the one guy, but you're juggling with the other guy. But this is the stuff. What I'm trying to tell you, this is what's being manifested out of it. This is the stuff that's being manifested on. So I'm not just coming on YouTube talking shit about black women. I'm showing y'all the receipts that's going on inside the hood. So if this is happening in Philadelphia, I know it's happening in Milwaukee, Wisconsin. I know it's happening in Chicago. I know it's happening in Newark. I know it's happening in Miami. I know it's happening in Houston, LA, Denver. It's not just exclusive to Philadelphia. Gary, Indiana, St. Louis, Kansas City. I know what's happening there. So we can't say, well, it's not happening in my town. Yes, it is. It's happening all over. So a lot of times I get on the dudes about accountability. Black men getting killed every day, but now they gunning women down. That girl sitting in the car. She's sitting in. Look at the car. Look at the car. The image of the car. They run up on a car. Boom, 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 boom. Just gun the car. Just blow the car to smithereens. She's sitting in the goddamn car. That could have been my daughter in that car. That could have been your daughter. Any of the men in this chat room, out of 87 people watching, that could have been your daughter, homie, in that damn car. That could have been the sister's wife. That could have been your sister in the car. All because she might have had a baby by one of them niggas. She could have been just messing around with one of them niggas. That could have been some dude she grew up with that she known all her life. And they was just cool with her, shit. So she get in the car and bust it up with him. But just like that, bam. Right, okay. Just like that, it's happening in Boston. All of these cities, man. And I'm telling the women, you got to be careful, man. I wish I can't find an article, man. I messed it up. I had the article over here in Philly of the youth being shot down. It's up 40% of the kids. They shooting women and they shooting children. It used to be a time when women and children didn't get shot like that. You didn't mess with civilians and you didn't really mess with women like that. That shit is out the door, man. That shit is out the door. You meet these dudes on social media. Don't go meet up with them dudes. There he is. Right. And you're right, Chocolate. It can't be one-sided. See, the thing is, if I came on YouTube and was just manipulative and talk shit in order to make me look good, then I'm still not winning, because my thing is this. I'm married to a black woman. I'm for the black family, so I got to call out both sides in order to fix it. I can't put medicine on one side of the cut and don't put it on the other side. I got to put medicine on the whole cut to fix the whole infection, to fix the whole problem. We got to call this shit out, man. I'm not used to seeing women get gunned down like that. I mean, stuff like it happened, but not. I mean, like, goddamn, like it's like an everyday thing now. but it's because a lot of women out here don't got big homies, dads or brothers or men that they respect that's going to give them game. A lot of these women out here, I'm telling you, a lot of y'all women out here don't have dudes that's going to give y'all game that you know that don't want no pussy or don't want nothing from you. Somebody that like somebody that can say, you know what, Miss Chantel, you know what, Chocolate Goddess, you know what, Vonda Harris, that was some nut shit you did. And you could turn around and say, well, damn, why you say that? What did I do? And because you respect that dude, he can say that to you and you be willing to listen to him. And then y'all don't got a lot of thorough dudes out here like that that's trying to get y'all game. And if you do, y'all don't recognize it. Y'all don't recognize it. So y'all got to recognize the thorough dudes out here that's trying to give y'all game, that's telling you, listen, why you get that dude your number? Why did you slept with him? What do you sleep with him for? For what? I mean, you know, when dudes give you game, because he did nothing for you to sleep with him. Don't call that nigga back. Why you talking to that dude? Y'all got to have dudes around y'all that y'all respect. That's real stand-up men that can give you game, that can tell you, don't fuck with him, don't fuck with him, don't listen, cut them niggas off. Because a lot of our women are making grave mistakes out here, man. And it's costing you your life. You in the bar on a Friday night just chilling. You got your mom or your sister to watch your two kids while you just went out to have some fun because you was at work working doubles all week, and you said, I want to just get out and have a drink. So you get out to have a drink and go to the bar or something. You're chilling with some of your homeboys, and you walk your homie out to the car, and you get gunned down with him. You get gunned down with him because you don't have the proper people around you saying, nah, Nizar, keep your butt in the bar. Let that nigga go to his car and come back on his own. You ain't living the life he living. You go to work every day. You taking care of your babies. He out in the street doing street shit. That might be your homie. Man. Some of them do get big game. Some of them want game. You gotta talk to the ones that's willing to listen. You gotta talk to the ones that's willing to listen. If you got sisters out here that you can give game to and they willing to listen, then you talk to them. The ones that don't, they gonna learn the hard way. They gonna learn the hard way one way or the other. Either they gonna see a couple of their homegirls get killed or shot, or it's gonna happen to them. And that's when they're gonna be willing to listen to you. And that's why I came on here to do this live stream. I'm telling you, I got my family mixed up in a whole lot of shit back in the day with my street shit. A whole lot of foolishness because I was running the streets. Freaking one of my daughters got shot because of my foolishness running the street. I know exactly what I'm talking about. Man, it's y'all gotta have women. Listen. When that white woman, right? There's a lot of dudes out here, black dudes smashing white women. I'm gonna draw a scenario for y'all. I'm gonna give y'all a point. The system will let black dudes smash these white women, right? And it's all fine and dandy, but let y'all go through something that has some trouble. Man, the system gonna come down on you hard because one thing for certain, two things for sure. The white man's still gonna protect his woman. He's still gonna protect his woman. He's still, no matter how much they fight, he gonna protect his woman. He gonna give his woman game. Our sisters and our dudes, we are conditioned today to be separate from each other. We're conditioned today to be hateful towards each other. But I'm telling you, black women, y'all have to be protected. You can't be out here because y'all don't always make the right decisions. And it's nothing wrong. Listen, it's nothing wrong with me saying that. It's a reason why y'all give birth to boys and they grow to be men. Y'all have to be protected. You can't be out here just doing what you want, saying what you want, behaving any kind of way you want, because you're gonna get the same circumstances that we get. So when you do got a big homie or a thorough old head to tell you, yo, fall back, sis, get up on out of here with that, you better listen to what he's telling you. Fuck all that mouth. Close your mouth and listen to what he's telling you. This shit out here is bad, man. Not everybody that you come across want to fuck you. That's not everybody. Not everybody that's trying to give you game mean you harm. But there's some real niggas out here that will bring harm to you because they hearts is colder than Minnesota. And they don't give a good goddamn about nothing and nobody. We just had, I didn't even bring that up. The guy a week and a half ago shot his baby mom in the head right in front of the child. He had no remorse. Mental health issues in the black community is real. You talking to, y'all listening to a mental health candidate. I want to do is I can tell you, maybe that's why I'm so sensitive and emotional when it comes to these issues, because I know what I've been through. I know what I saw. I know what I still deal with. But it breaks my heart to see a quadruple homicide 2-3 weeks ago. And in that quadruple homicide is 2 young girls, man, shot in the back of the head and tied up in the basement. What the fuck are y'all doing tied up in the basement, shot in the back of the head? Y'all ain't living that life. Decisions that you made. Poor decisions. Something should click in your mind. I know I really shouldn't be over here. I don't really feel safe. But because you don't have a lot of accountability to shit and nobody can tell you nothing, y'all just doing what y'all want to do. Man, fuck that nigga. I ain't trying to hear what that nigga say. Y'all put Walkman in your ear and walk down the street so you don't have to talk to nobody. And you have nasty dispositions towards the world. And this is the stuff that's happening. You got to stop that shit, man. Take them Walkman out your ear and talk to the people. Exhibit pro-social behavior. Everybody ain't gonna always be nice. There's some fuck niggas out here. But every dude that you encounter is not a fuck nigga. Man, listen, other than the one that I showed, the first one that I showed you guys, all of these shootings, these 7 shootings, it was 5 people killed. Yesterday were like 8 shootings just yesterday. And ain't no telling what may have happened over the night going into Saturday morning and then today. But I didn't show the ones on Thursday. So this is the stuff. I mean, and it's coming. I don't celebrate Christmas, but it's coming right before Christmas. All of these mothers, man, and fathers, man, are mourning the deaths of their family members and their loved ones. Right before Christmas. Right before Christmas, man. They got is a mother writing, is a mother getting a phone call. She probably on her way to work, probably at work, probably laying down, taking a nap because she's tired from coming into work, and she get a phone call. She got to go to the fucking morgue to identify her son or her daughter. And she got to go get her daughters that just was murdered, children, and figure out what she's going to do with the fucking babies. This is a death culture, man, that we living in. And we gotta get to a point where this shit is unacceptable. We got to get to a point where it's unacceptable. And a lot of times people hear us talk and it sound good, but then y'all go right back to the same type of lifestyle. And as soon as something happens, it's rest in peace, Riz, rest in peace, Charlie, rest in peace, Keisha. And then you go right back to the same shit. Free Hakeem. Hakeem done shot 17 niggas. We got to get to a point, Miss Chantel, where it's just it's no nonsense. What are we using YouTube for? Now that we can talk to everybody, we can be everywhere at one time. We can talk to people from all over. What are we using it for? These are the questions that you got to ask. What are you supporting? What are you supporting on YouTube? What type of fuckery are you watching? You're watching fuckery, but then you're going outside into your communities and you're seeing death, all kinds of niggatry. What are you supporting? Who are you allowing to make money off of you giving your energy and your spirituality to it because you're watching it? Right, Water Sniper, it starts at home. We have to raise our boys to be men and our sisters to encounter each other in this world. I agree. Sisters, There's nothing wrong with just smiling. Take that nasty disposition off your face and just smile. It's okay. Brothers, tell another brother you love him. That's not gay. Get that mean mug off your face and trying to be gangster and all that type of shit. Get up out of here with that. Because this is what we producing. Look at the windows. Look at the car window. They never seen that shit coming, man. Broad daylight. Kids outside playing. People moms walking up and down the street coming from work. No care in the world, man. But the question is, do you care? That's the question. Do you really care? It's disheartening, man. These moms, and if y'all notice, other than the two that was killed in the basement, all those women had babies. Their mothers. So now there's children growing up saying, well, yeah, well, my mom got shot and killed when I was young. So now I don't give a fuck about the world. Because if a motherfucker out here can shoot and kill my mom, why the fuck should I care about you? This is the mentality that these kids are coming up with when you keep them in the same environment. Yeah, somebody killed my mom when I was 6. So what the fuck I care about you, nigga? I ain't got no remorse for you niggas. I'll gun a nigga down. That's you hearing when you talking to these youths. Man, my dad got killed when I was a kid by some niggas in the street. I'll fuck these niggas. That's the mentality they have. And then, so you got to understand something. Rap music don't influence the hood. The hood influences rap music. The rappers come from the hood and they're telling hood stories. That's where the music come from. So if you change the culture, you change the music. We got the game fucked up. You thinking that these rappers are influencing in the hood. No, it's the hood influencing the rap. And the freaky R&B and all that kind of stuff. Because before R. Kelly make his song, hit it hard from the back. Niggas is hitting it hard from the back in the hood. Before Trey Songz make those freaky albums, they doing freaky shit in the hood. Lil Kim is telling stories about what they doing, what get money dudes is making chicks do, because chicks will do anything for get money dudes because they want to be down with the winning team. So when she telling you to take it in the butt, that's because girls is getting with dudes with Benzes and Jaguars and Range Rovers, and they going on trips doing it in the butt. So she said, I'm going to put in a song. Because what you wouldn't do with Harold, you did with Daryl. Harold was just a regular dude working out at Kenny's shoes. You grew up with him, so y'all get it in every now and then. But when you get with Daryl got money, a big house. You like Daryl, so you let Daryl do anything he want to do to you, because you in a zombie like mind state. You enamored with the street culture. Hold on a second. You letting Daryl do whatever he want because you enamored with the street culture. I know that for a fact because I've been there. Hold on. Give me a second, y'all. 1 second. See the difference between me and people like a Tommy Sotomayor. I'm not gonna come on here and bash black women, but I'm gonna come on here and I'm gonna speak facts. I'm gonna speak real hood, undeniable hood facts. See, I don't have to beat up on you. I could just tell you the truth. We know what niggas do. We talk about what niggas do all day. We know niggas run around and sling dick all day, don't have babies, don't take care of them, all that. But the question is, who is these niggas slinging dick to? To you. These niggas out here running around being dogs, sleeping with every Tom, Dick, and Harry. Who they sleeping with? They sleeping with you. Nigga on the job cheating. Who are you on the job cheating with? You. So for every dude that's doing fuckboy shit, there's a woman that's providing a service for him. So you guys are just as guilty. And we gotta start calling this stuff out and holding it accountable. It is what it is. If that dude got 4 baby moms and there's 4 women that allow him to be that allow him to be that. So I'm not allowing you just say, oh, these niggas ain't shit. These niggas is dogs. Well, wait a minute. We're going to call out the women that allowed it. So every time you call a nigga a dog, there's a woman on the other side of that. So that's why I call accountability down the board. I don't give no breaks to nobody. Everybody get it. Because that's the only way we're going to fix it. That's the only way we're going to fix this problem, man. Everybody get it. So when you open your mouth to say a nigga ain't shit, or a nigga's a dog, or a nigga's trifling, you better look behind that nigga and see that woman that's standing with him that's allowing him to not be that way. Or you see that married man sleeping with that woman and you calling that married man out, you better call that woman out that's knowingly sleeping with that married man. Because the reason why I'm saying that, when you don't, you set up a culture where black women believe that they don't have no accountability. And when they don't have no accountability, you can't tell them nothing, and it leads to this type shit. It leads to them making bad decisions with men and getting themselves killed. It leads to them making bad decisions and having babies that they can't take care of. We got to deal with this shit, man. Nobody is exempt. And I'm going to need women that's not indulging in this lifestyle to hold these other women accountable. Call them out. You take and you step aside for them and say, no, you don't stand with me, sister, until you change your life. You doing what? Oh, no, I'm cool. I ain't into that. I'm cool. We used to hang out. We used to hang out. We can't hang out right now, Keisha, until you change your life. I don't like them dudes that you hanging out with. I can't. I was over at your house and we was over there watching TV and you had some dudes come over there. They look kind of shady. I ain't coming over there no more. You got to call Keisha out. Why y'all so afraid to call out your girlfriends? If you really say you love them, if you love them enough to tell them the truth. Because every last one of y'all got girlfriends that ain't shit, but y'all won't call them out. Every last one of y'all got girlfriends that's hoes, sleeping around on good dudes, but y'all won't call them out. And it leads to this type of behavior. It leads to this type of consequences out in the street today. Y'all know who these girls are. Y'all got to call the behavior out the same way y'all expect us to clean up our shit as men, the same way y'all expect us to get our shit together. And rightfully so. Y'all should expect us to get our shit together. Y'all should expect us to clean ourselves up. Y'all should expect us to stand up as men. But we got to put the same demands on y'all, because one thing we do know, when we run around doing fuck shit, y'all are helping. Y'all are our culprits. Y'all helping us do it. The difference is, when a woman gets fucked around on, she tells the world. When a man gets screwed up or fucked around on his woman, he keeps it to himself because he doesn't want to be seen as a punk or a chump or a simp. But y'all down there on them jobs, y'all out there in the hood doing all kinds of fuck shit the same way niggas is doing. Y'all just not killing each other the way we are. We killing each other, y'all having babies and getting pregnant and killing babies. So it's the same shit. It's nigga killing somebody else today is a woman having an abortion. Destructive culture, man. Destructive culture, man. And this is why, and for me, I can't speak for other people. I love black people. I got my brother AM1 in here, and my brother AM1, he has a stance that he comes under fire from a lot of people when he says that black people shouldn't be looking to have children or marry. We should be looking to acquire resources. And I agree with him about 90% of that. I would say for the black people that are married and living productive lives, you stay married and you acquire resources together. The ones that's not married and is young, you should be trying to acquire resources for the next 5 to 10 years. And once you got resources, got yourself together, then you look for a mate. So we have the ones that are married, we have to be the example for the ones that's not married. And we have to create a culture where we're acquiring resources where we can do better. We just going and having sex and producing babies that we don't have the resources to take care of. And when you got that, you get poverty. And when you get poverty, you get crime. When you get crime, you get dead people. And the cycle perpetuates itself. When you get dead people, you get people going to prison. When you get people going to prison, you got children being raised up with no parents. And the cycle goes on and on and on and on again. And it don't stop. But don't nobody care. Don't nobody. They don't care, A1. Majority of people don't care, man. If you are married and you live and you're living productive and you're evenly yoked, your two bodies living in one mind, you're moving in that same direction, then you acquire resources together and you be that couple, that example for the ones that don't have it. Hold on a second. Let me my doorbell. Let me stop sharing. Give me a second, y'all. I'm back. My bad. Yeah, I'm back. Yeah, so let's see. Yeah, I got my brother A1 in here. I got what's up, Omega Dress, T Kelly. Yeah, man, but like it's just stuff this is stuff that as we get older and we begin to mature, we have to understand, man, it's a deaf culture, man. Like you can't come on YouTube and listen to a good so-called good sermon or George Minton go off. You got to take this information that I'm giving you guys and you got to take it back to where you at and begin to implement it. We got to implement this in the culture. Everybody's not going to change overnight. Everybody ain't perfect. You still got people that do little shit here and there, but I'm talking about the nigga that's still doing the home invasions, the nigga that's still doing the robberies, the nigga that's still indulging in this deaf culture, the girl that's still you married, but you hanging with your homegirls that still fucking around with these different niggas, and she got you on the verge of doing it. You can't hang with them. You can't hang with them. We got to change the culture. I'm trying to tell y'all. I'm dealing with the women right now. When you are dealing in a culture with women where there's no accountability, you get what I've been showing y'all, because it develops a mindset in the woman that she can do what she want to do. I'm not listening to what you niggas say. I'm getting the bag. You watching Cardi B, but Cardi B is walking around with a bunch of security all day. You ain't. Cardi B got money that you don't got. So you enamored by the shit basketball wise you see on TV, and you going to buy shoes that you can't afford. And you want the bag now, so now you willing to go sleep with a nigga that got the money, or go spend a night with a nigga that got the money because he gonna get it so he can get some of that ass. And we gonna keep it all we 100. See, let's take the gloves off for a minute. Let's keep it all the way a buck, right? Let's do what they should do on the channels. But I know most of these people claim they from the street, but they ain't. They just do a lot of talking. They do a lot of talking. You got the get money dude out here. You got the so-called glamour girl out here. They in the club. You got these girls, man. She's given a certain perception of a lifestyle she's living, and she has to maintain that. She might be dealing with a dude that's getting money. He get indicted and go to the feds. Soon as he in jail, she got another nigga. He got to come pick up that slate. She start falling off. Another nigga come and make her win again. What you think she doing? It's the game. And that dude, he got 4 chicks like her. So now you got the girl with the mindset, man, I'm going to get mine. I don't need none of these niggas. I'm going to get mine. I got to get, it's different types of chicks. Man, I got to get mine, man. I got a good job. I got mine. And she got a dude, but he ain't got nothing. He driving her car. He laying on her couch. So she fucking around with the other dude. She ain't got no way of getting caught because the nigga down there at the job or the nigga somewhere else. And her boyfriend, he's somewhere on the couch, fucked up, depressed, because his money ain't right. One bad decision, next thing you know, she on the fucking news because she done got gunned down because she has no accountability to nothing. She does what she wants to do, when she wants to do, and how she wants to do it. And this is the type of shit that we producing, man, within the culture. Oh, shit. This is the stuff that we producing within the culture, man. Yeah, so I'm telling the sisters, man, listen to what George is telling you. When you're around some thorough brothers, man, some real good thorough brothers, listen to them. And they trying to give you game. Every brother that talk to you ain't trying to fuck you. And the ones that are, listen, even if they giving you game, still get the game. You ain't got to get a nigga nut. But don't be in the club leaving out. Listen, because I know you're going to do what you do. If you must be in the club and you want to go to a hotel with a nigga, don't ride in the car with that nigga. Ride in your own car. Meet that nigga there. Don't get in the car with these dudes. Don't go out to dinner with these dudes in the same car. You meet him there. You don't know what these dudes is into and the lifestyles that they live in, man. That's why I showed y'all the videos. Don't be at these dudes' houses. The same thing I'm telling you, I tell my daughters and my nieces. That's over with. Because these streets ain't got no mercy. They don't care that you a woman and you got children. They don't care nothing about that. Y'all better learn how to listen. Take that nasty disposition off your face. Take them headphones out your goddamn ear while you walking down the street. And learn how to talk to people in the world. You have to be accountable for your behavior too. There is no more running around here just fucking any nigga you want and having 12 abortions before. And then by the time you go to get married, you can't keep a baby. You on bed rest your whole pregnancy because you done fucked up your body because you never had no accountability. Nobody never told you that was wrong. When you don't have no accountability, sisters, this is the end result out here in these streets. And you don't even have to be a hoe to get killed. You could just meet a dude at the gym. You could be on a job and meet a dude and go to his house. Something can happen. This is the type of shit that's going on, man. But I'm telling y'all, the title of this thing was Thugs, messing around with thugs will get you killed. Y'all gotta pay attention to what's going on out here, man. I love y'all. I love y'all enough. I love y'all enough to tell you the truth. My page ain't monetized. I don't get paid for this shit. I'm not used to seeing black women just being gunned down like it's nothing. I mean, it's sad, but it's almost to the point where it's just normalized. Like you see, you go to sleep at night, you wake up in the morning, they say, well, 12 people were shot last night, and the majority of them be men. Occasionally it may be a child, but when you go to sleep or you go through a year and you see all these women being gunned down now, that's letting you know that, like, God damn. But part of that is coming from the mentality that we've allowed our women to have over the last 20 years. That's developed. We can't do that. And I need the sisters to ride with me on this when I'm giving y'all this game. See, because when I'm going hard on the dudes, I get supported like a motherfucker. But when I go hard on the women, I get women that push back. I'm going to push back at you when you push back on me. You know why? Because I know this shit to be, what I'm saying is real talk. I know what I'm saying is real talk. And nobody go hard on black YouTube like George do for the black woman. But when I see fuckery and I see our women being murdered, I see these young girls being shot execution style in homes with dudes, that's a fucking problem. What are the decisions that are being made? That's the problem. And it has to be called out. We can't just go, yeah, they both died. We can't just go and say, oh man, 4 people were shot, man. They got the thugs that did it. They got the dudes, but nobody says nothing about the girls. We got to call out the decision making that the girls made so that way the other girls tomorrow won't make those same decisions. We got to ridicule their thought process. We got to ridicule their behavior so that the girls that's still alive, that's messing with street niggas, to say, oh, I shouldn't go over. See, a lot of girls don't even know that they shouldn't do some of these things because they're being told. They're not being told not to. Who's telling them to not do it? And when brothers like me call them out, they call me a hater. They say I'm hating on black women. No, I'm a father of daughters. That's what I am. And I know how vicious and treacherous, man, these streets are, man. I know we can't have a society where the women that gives birth to our children are being gunned down the same way the black men are. If we tasked with fixing getting black men together, we can't get to a point where we tasked with getting black men together, then got to turn around and get the women. Oh man, listen, we got to use this YouTube for what it's supposed to be used for. That's all. We gotta use. Want to do because they're too busy worried about trying to get a man, have a baby. Yeah, I mean, I agree with you, N1, but we gotta speak out on this stuff, and we gotta change the culture and change the behavior. That's all. I just need, and one thing I'm saying is, every woman ain't gonna listen to me. Some women may see this video and say, "Fuck George." I ain't trying to hear that shit George say. And the only thing I'm gonna say, that's gonna be on you, because it may not be you shot up in the car, but it might be your sister, and then you're gonna be like, "Damn, George was just saying this shit 6 months ago on the video, man," and it's gonna be too fucking late. It's gonna be too late. So I'm talking to he or she who has an ear to hear, let them listen. Take the street wisdom. I'm trying to tell you. 1997, in May of 1997, man, my aunt and my sisters and my niece was tied up in the home because some niggas ran up in that motherfucker. Thinking that I had a bunch of money in the fucking house. Because of my street shit and my fuckery, I could have got damn near all the women in my family killed. So what I'm trying to tell y'all, when I was young, I was in my 20s, I wasn't making the right decisions, I wasn't moving right, I was trusting too many people, and it could have got my auntie, my sisters, my nieces, everybody fucking killed because I was being a fucking dummy. This is May of 97. So I'm trying to tell y'all, I know what I'm talking about. Be careful of the dudes that you talk to. Be careful of the dudes that you have in your circle. They into that street shit, leave them niggas be. Some of your brothers, your cousins, your family members, cut them niggas off until they change their life. Because their decisions making could affect you. My sisters and my aunts and them wasn't living in the street. They didn't deserve that shit. But it still came to their doorstep anyway because of the decisions that I was fucking making. So I'm more than qualified to have this conversation with my people. And by the grace of the Most High, the niggas that went in there had mercy for the women. But this was 21 years ago. Can you imagine the day? This generation of these little crack babies, they ain't got no fucking mercy. They ain't got no mercy. Man, this shit, I'm trying to tell y'all. And that's just one of the stories. I'm trying to tell y'all. I've been there. I'm trying to tell you, I got a 21-year-old. She's 21. She was shot when she was 3. One of my best homies died in my arms that night. You know why? Because of the lifestyle that I was living and the choices that I was making. The choices that I was making, the lifestyle I was living, affected my daughter when she was 3. By the grace of the Most High, she was able to recover. She's 21 years old now. And that little baby that y'all be seeing me hold, my grandbaby, that's her daughter. There's a lot of people that was around me at that time got affected by the decisions and the choices that I was making. Other people's lives were affected. So when I know that I come from that 90s when shit was really fucked up type era, and we see what's going on today, we supposed to want better for the children that we birth. And we got to produce better. Some things that we accepted back in the day can't be acceptable now. Even if they call you a hypocrite, fuck it. Let them call you a hypocrite. It can't be acceptable. You got to say no to it. You got to turn it down if you want to save your children. I got a son in prison because he was perpetuating the same lifestyle of those that was before him. And that judge didn't have no fucking mercy. So I hope that you guys, man, can really get this message, man. Let me share the screen one more time before we get out of here. I just want to put these things fresh back into your mind again, man. So that way y'all can really get a grasp for what it was and why I came here, man. Let's play this one more time, man. Let's play this one more time. Hold on, let the commercial come on. Let's do this one more time before we get out of here, man. Peace, Irene, Sister Irene. Hold on.
Learning more about the victims gunned down in a drive-by shooting in North Philadelphia.
This is what happens to women when you mess with street guys.
Tonight, those who knew the man and woman killed are speaking out, including rapper Meek Mill. Our Dave Shratwise.
Now hold on, this ain't the one.
People are preparing for a vigil tonight. Dave.
Lucy, this is a neighborhood in mourning and one preparing for that.
Yeah, hold on.
In 90 minutes, they will remember the 2 murder victims and the 4 other people who were shot. One of whom, by the way, is still in the hospital in critical condition. Tonight, police looking for a shooter armed with an assault rifle.
I don't even know where to go from here. Like, this is sad.
Aisha Cooper fought back tears as she spoke about her sister, Naisha, who was gunned down Wednesday night here at 12.
Now, and this is what I'm saying to you. See, this is the thing. We run around with no accountability and no care in the world, and we celebrating the death culture. But soon as death come to your doorstep, now you want everybody to speak up. You want answers. You're crying. But what about the culture that we was perpetuating before death came to the doorstep? And this is what I'm talking about. That girl's a mother too. Who's talking about her children? And this is why I'm getting at the women right now. This is why I'm telling you. I'm trying to tell y'all. My sister told my wife, the woman that's upstairs right now with my last name, that's my wife now. When I first met my wife, my sister said, if you talk to that nigga, don't get in the car with him, don't go nowhere with him. That's what my sister told him, told my wife. Man, let's see. Let's go to the I just want to recap for people that wasn't in the room. I want to recap so that way y'all can get a full grasp for what we was talking about before I get up out of here, man.
Now get an escape with 0% financing for 60 months plus $17.50 cash back or lease for only $179 a month.
A total of 4 suspects have now been charged in the murders of 4 people found dead in a Southwest Philadelphia home. Jalil Porter, Robert Long, Nasir Moss Robertson, and Keith Garner have all been arraigned on murder charges. It was back on November 19th when investigators say 2 men and 2 women were found dead.
Y'all see this? Y'all see this? This is what I'm talking about, Sister Irene. You see these 2 little girls? They was in the house with the guys. Guess what they got? They got the same thing that the guys got. But the question, and I'm saying as a man and as a father, who is ridiculing, who is going to have the heart to ridicule the decision makers of these babies? Who's going to have the heart to do it? Who's going to have the heart, if you want to save lives of other young girls coming behind them, who's going to have the heart to ridicule the behavior and the thought process of the young girls? Because they made a grave mistake. A grave mistake. But if we don't speak on it, Amon Ra, if we don't speak on it, Vonda Harris, what's to stop it from happening again? And it did.
They had been executed in the basement of their home. Police believe the 2 male victims had found a stash of drugs while they were renovating.
Let's go to this one. Let's go to this one before we get out of here.
What a year.
Just so we can leave this fresh in your minds.
At least you still have time to get the Ford vehicle you've always wanted. Now get an Escape with 0% financing for 60 months plus $1,750 cash back or lease for only $179 a month.
I want y'all to look at that car. These are people sitting in the car in West Kensington, down in the Badlands, and the car gets sprayed up. So let's just read the story real quick. It says that a 31-year-old man was shot in the head on the 3200 block of North 2nd Street. He taken to a hospital where he died. A 33-year-old woman was shot in the shoulder. Hold on, wait. Oh, this is the one. Hold on. Wait a minute. Yeah, this is the story. Actually, this was the first story. Actually, it was 3 victims in this. Hold on, wait a minute. Yeah, this is the one when they were shot in the shoulder. Let me get to. Okay, yeah. This is the same story, the same car. What they did was that was the initial reading. This reading here is all 3 of them was died. All 3 of them. Watch this. It says the unidentified woman was shot multiple times and rushed to Temple University where she was pronounced dead. Because she's hanging with the thugs. She's hanging with the thug, right? You right, Chocolate Goddess. Tommy preaches hate. I don't hate my sisters. The black woman is a part of me. I came out of a black woman. Man, LaRock, fuck the thug taking a being abandoned lightly. You got your own life. Who the fuck cares about a thug taking being abandoned lightly? His feelings, what comes first? Your feelings or his? Fuck that thug. And it's coming from a thug. A dude, let me explain something to you, LaRock. Listen to George. A man is going to do whatever demands a woman put on a man is going to work to meet those demands. The reason why these dudes is not changing because our sisters are not conditioned to put demands on these brothers. I'm giving y'all OG game. We got to change this shit. It says she was shot multiple times. The 35-year-old was shot in the head and taken to Temple where he later died. Police said this was all yesterday. A second male was found inside the car, pronounced dead at the scene. Then we get to this one. All this is yesterday that I'm showing y'all, except for the one.
Still have time to get the Ford vehicle you've always wanted. Now get an Escape with 0% financing for 60 months plus $1,750 cash back or lease for only $179 a month.
Oh, hold on. Wow. Oh, you know what? You know what? I let them joints play and then went into the next video. But y'all seen all the ones anyway. I showed them to you guys already. There was another one that I wanted to show where the guy shot his baby mom in the fucking head. But let me unshare the screen before we get out of here, man. Let me unshare the screen, man. Y'all get the picture, man. I just want you guys, I just want the sisters to make better decisions. Please make better decisions when you out at the club and you meet these guys. I know the guy might look good. He got some money. You heard he got a big dick. All that shit. See, I'm going to talk real. We're going to talk real stuff. All that. The girlfriend, other girl said he could put it down real good, and you want to go get a piece of all that. I'm telling you. George is telling you. You are responsible and accountable to your own life. And if you're going to be hard-headed and don't listen, then you're going to pay the consequences. I live in Philadelphia, but imagine cities like Chicago and Milwaukee and Cincinnati and where it's heavily gang. See, you say better decisions come from wise people. You're asking a lot from people who have proven to be unwise. This is the thing. I don't subscribe to that no more, Larat. We are wise to what we want to be wise to. We make decisions to what we want to make. We know right from wrong, Larat, but we make the decisions that we choose to. At some point, it's going to be our responsibility to change this shit. Ain't nobody else going to come do it, sister. Nobody's going to come do it. I know historically what happened to us. I know what the system is doing to us. But that does not negate the fact that it's our responsibility to make the change that we want to see. We know right from wrong. We know when we're doing something wrong, and we know when we're doing something right. We know it. So unwise, we're not stupid as we leave ourselves out to be. We're not dumb. We may do dumb shit, but at some point, we got to stop celebrating the deaf culture, and we got to stop making excuses for it. Because as long as we continue to make excuses for it, it's going to continue to happen. Because ain't nobody else going to come in and save us. Nobody else going to come in and save us. Yeah, I agree with that. The mental beast we up against. No, you can convince. I can tell you how you convince them, Larat. You convince them by cutting them the fuck off. You got to cut people out your life. And if enough of us start cutting people out of our family, listen, the people that, I'll say this before I go, for the 167 people watching, 170 people watching. Very simple. The people in the hood that's doing the killings, that's doing the drive-bys, that's doing the carjackings, that's sleeping with a bunch of niggas and having 1,000 abortions and kids with no care in the world, the women walking around saying she don't need no man, the dude walking around slinging his dick all around the place without taking care of his kids. You got to cut them niggas off. You got to cut them off. If you cut them off and let them know that I'm not dealing with you, because they are family members. These people are our family members. They're not some foreign people that come from a foreign place. These are your cousins, your brothers, your uncles, your girlfriends, your homeboys. You got to cut them off. If you ain't willing to cut them off, then don't complain about the shit that's going on in the hood. If Keisha is fucking a bunch of dudes and keep getting pregnant, and that's your girlfriend, she can't be your girlfriend no more until she change her life. If you got a homie that's doing home invasions, or he just running around just slinging his dick everywhere and not taking care of babies, why you want to hang with a nigga like that and you ain't living that way? You got to cut them off. You got to cut this degenerate behavior off. That's the only way it's going to change. A lot of y'all watching me now got brothers that's locked up 10, 15, 20 years. And how long are we going to continue to blame the system? We know the system is fucked up, but we got to start closing ranks and creating a culture where the system can't fuck with us. We got to love each other enough to say, okay, you know what? The system is fucking with us. This is the game plan. This is the game plan. You niggas going to get right, and you sisters going to get take them Walkman out your fucking ears, fix that look on your face, get your shit together. And you're going to be accountable for your behavior. Brothers, you're going to be accountable for your behavior. The only way we're going to be able to do that is if you start holding your own family members accountable. Don't invite them niggas to Christmas dinner. They can't come the fuck over. Nigga, you ostracized. We got to take a stand against our own in order for this shit to change. If not, you can't come on YouTube and you can't complain. If you can come on YouTube and you can go hard and ham on YouTube, but you don't turn around and say that shit to your own fucking family, you're a fucking hypocrite. Anybody tell you, in my family, all George talk about is this type shit. Niggas don't even want to be around me. Because I'm going in. That's the way you got to be if you want to get the change. It got to change from within. It got to start in your household and permeate through your family. All the way out into the streets. That's where it got to start. You got to cut your brother off. You might even have to cut off your daddy. You might have to cut your sister off. Because you know your sister a hoe. You know damn well she a hoe. But you don't want to call her out. But you'll call me out. This is what we got to do. You got to cut them off. It is what it is, man. I ain't nothing else. Ain't no more for me to say, man. I mean, I want to thank everybody for coming in the chat room, man, and seeing this because this is alarming, Gab. I'm not used to. I don't come from an era of information, man. When I'm used to seeing black women being gunned down like this in the street. This shit, I was actually crying earlier. I'm looking at this shit like, what the fuck? Wait a minute, man. Like, wait a minute. Like, where are we going with this shit, man? I mean, it's kind of fucked up that we normalize to black men getting killed. But when you seeing black women just being gunned down, not just like once a month or 2 times in a month, but just back to days. It's like they just gunning black women down like the same way they doing dudes. What the fuck are we doing? What's going on, man? That's a problem, man. That's a problem. And you know, we gotta I'm not from I'm not. Was the sister going down recently? Yeah. I just played a video Amazi where 4 sisters basically yesterday 3 sisters were shot, 2 got killed. But then I showed one where these women got killed execution style in the home, and it's just and this is just happening in Philly, but it's happening all over the country, man. And you guys, I don't come on here for nothing. You guys got to take this stuff back into your homes, man. I know Information Man will. I know Gab will. I know AM1 will. I know my brother Brandon L will. I feel you, Chantel. And you know what? We're gonna discuss it on the panel. I'm gonna set up a panel where we're gonna have it, and we're gonna have people come on because this is alarming. And one thing, you know, me, listen, I'm gonna get at both of y'all. And today was me getting at the woman. So I'm telling the sisters, when you see the women walking with them Walkman on their ears, and they don't want to talk to nobody, and they got real nasty dispositions, check them women for that. That's not acceptable. Because that behavior leads to lack of accountability. Don't allow them to be that. The same way you want the black man to change, you want him to stand up, you want him to change his attitude and change his behavior, then I got the same demands on you. Change your disposition, change your attitude, change your thought processes. Tuck your chest back in and stop walking around saying you don't need your man, because you need my protection and you need these words and this guidance. You do need me just as much as I need you. I ain't shit without you and you ain't shit without me. And the communities is proof of it. It's proof. We're tied at the hip. And that's all I got to say. So remember, man, I love my people more than they hate themselves, man. And I pray to the universal creator most high that these words is enough to inspire you. These words is enough to make you look at yourself in the mirror and make change. These words are enough to make you look at your children and know you have to make change. Black men, man, if your relationship ain't good with your daughters, call your daughters up on the phone. Go by and see your daughters. Get in your daughters' lives. Talk to them. Big brothers. Be your big brothers to your sisters, man. Give them that word. Give them that protection. Let them know, when you see them doing some corny shit or some nut shit, tell them. Get in these sisters' ear, man. Let some of these sisters know, brothers, that everything ain't always about you trying to get in their drawers. Some of these sisters got to know that they loved and they protected. These women are being violated when they're young, and they grew up with a fucked up disposition towards men. Or they grow up with a fucked up disposition towards men. They grow up with no accountability, and they don't want to listen, and they make mad decisions. They make terrible decisions that cost them their lives, or they in a fucking abortion clinic over and over and over again. So we got to get back to protecting our community, man. And it starts with us, black men. We got to start loving each other. Black sisters, you got to call these sisters out. I don't want to see this shit. Mothers of 2 and mothers of 4 being gunned down in the cars, man. Perpetuating a cycle of motherless and fatherless children. I grew up without my mother for 30 years of my life. That shit took a grave toll on me. A very emotional toll. Nobody deserves to not have their mothers in their life. Gotta change the culture, man. Remember, I love y'all, man. Till the next time. Peace.